Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Nancini Fanny, and I've lived here at Bayview almost my entire life. I'm currently the president of the Bayview Teen Council, and we meet like once a month to talk about projects we want to start here. So most recently, we got a grant from Bayview for Youth to renovate the teen space upstairs so all teens have a space to do their homework and get the more advanced tutoring we need. So we're not stuck down here with the little kids. As a Bayview resident, I've grown up with the diverse culture, the supportive community, and the beautiful lake right in our backyard. I've also grown up with Brittingham Park, just like everyone here. So please don't tear down our park. Brittingham Playground has always been a place not only for Bayview kids, but for children of this area, such as the houses by the lake and the apartment complexes, to play and have fun at. As a child, I remember playing at the playground often. Growing up, on warm, summery days, my father would take us to the lake. While he fished a short distance away, my friends and I would run around on the playground. This was convenient for him because not only could he fish peacefully, but he also had us in sight. I also remember when my grandmother would take us to the lake. She was an avid gardener. She tended to her spot in the community garden often. Being older, she really couldn't run after us and play with us like we wanted, so having the garden there so close where she could keep an eye on us and still reach us if she needed was convenient. If you ask the kids at Bayview how they use the park, their stories would probably be similar to mine. Many of us would have been stripped of the joy of using the playground if it was across the park by the pavilion. And I know they proposed landforms being put in the place of the playground, but if you see the newer geeked out playground across the park, you're probably going to want to walk the further distance to access that playground. I know plans have been made to put the rock structure on the playground space for kids, but I know some parents would view the natural garden, if you guys were to put rocks, if kids climb on them and slip and fall, that'd just be another liability for like the city, because I know some parents here would not allow their kids to climb on rocks. Even the rocks we have right there, Teen Council has talked about removing them because we've had 2 girls slip and break their arms there. With any playground, there is a danger risk, but I believe that if we all work as a community, we can find a great solution. If another playground is built at the other end of the park, it might serve a different population more than this playground. This playground is part of my past, and I hope it can serve future generations of Bayview families. Thank you all for allowing me to voice my concerns, and we appreciate you taking our opinions into consideration.
Hi everyone, my name is Raquel Diaz, and I've lived here in Bayview for about 5 years, and my daughter is 5 years old, and I actually got this paper in the mail this week. This says the people that live here, and I read it out loud to her. I had no idea what it was, and she got so sad. She just was like, how could they take the park from us? How could they do that? And our community of Bayview is made of, Latinos, African Americans, Africans, and Hmong. And our children deserve a beautiful place to play, just like all the other children in this community that are better off financially. We deserve a place where our kids can go and feel safe, where they're not far away. That park builds community, builds lifelong friendships. My child has been going there and has made so many friends that are Hmong, that in another place she wouldn't have done that. Where she goes and she thinks she's Hmong. She thinks she's her friends are all like, this place is where we can fellowship. Our children will learn to work problems out together. My daughter once went to the park with her friends, and we lived not too far. I could see her out there. And she went to the park with her friends, and she came back. And she came back with her friends, and she was crying. And I'm like, "What happened?" And she's like, "Mom, somebody punched me." And I'm like, "Okay, well, let's go see what happened." And this girl said, "Well, you pushed me first." And we talked about it. We worked it out. And from that day on, they were friends. They learned each other's names. And this is a place where they can learn to grow and work problems out and learn about each other's cultures. Is something that we need. My daughter wanted me to say this. The children from Bayview will be very sad if you take our playground.
My name is Kalina Ming, and I have lived in Bayview all my life. My friends and I go to the playground in the summer, and we hang out, and it's like basically a tradition. The park is okay. So if the park is too old, then you guys should be building a new one, not like put natural play there, because well, first of all, there's already enough natural play. There's a garden right there, and there's grass everywhere. So. Yeah. And if the park is teared down, then kids won't be able to play there because Freedom Inc. fought to put the garden there on purpose. So when elders go garden, they can take their grandchildren and they can be able to play on the park while they garden. Yeah. And they could like keep an eye on them. I don't think that you guys should just put natural play there because we should be able to play on the actual park, not in dirt and rocks and stuff or whatever you put in there.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Mai Tao. I have lived in Bayview for 7 years now. The playground across the street means a lot to me. That place is a place where I can have my alone time and let out my stress. That is a place where I can go when my parents aren't around and take me to places. I go over when I check on our youth plot. I usually go there with my mom or my friends. When I go with my mom, my brothers come along to play at the park. When I go with my friends, we check on our youth plot. When I go see the garden, I usually see a lot of people there at the playground. You guys shouldn't destroy the playground and put natural play because we have enough natural play to play on, and that is our garden. If you guys are gonna make a new playground, don't put it to a new place because our elders bring their grandkids. Also, they can't see far. We put the garden there for a reason. We put it there so the elders can take their grandkids to play on it.
My name is Cynthia. I've lived in Bayview for most of my life. As a Bayview resident, I respectfully disagree with you all about tearing down the playground. When I was little, my grandparents would always take me to the park and play the playground. Even to this day, I used to go over there and play a bit at the playground because you're never told to play at playgrounds. Maybe not with my grandparents, but whenever I go, I either take my siblings with me or go with my friends. That playground holds a lot of memories to us Bayview kids and other kids. If you guys tore it down, it's like taking away our memories, fun, and childhood. Among elders from Bayview takes their grandkids with them to garden. While the elders are gardening, the kids are also playing at the playground. But at the same time, the elders are supervising their grandkids. If the playground is built far away from the garden, it will be difficult for the Hmong elders because if the grandkids play far, it would be hard for them to see because as you grow old, you don't get 20/20 vision anymore. And what if like children go play far? It would be dangerous because what if the kids got kidnapped or like hurt or bound till late? If the playground is old and dangerous, then build a playground in the exact same location where the playground is. As a Hmong girl, I don't want my siblings or any young Hmong kids to grow up playing with dirt and rocks. Freedom Inc. again chose location at the garden that is next to the playground on purpose. Again, it's next to the garden and it's across from Bayview and it's safe for the elders and the grandkids. And why tear down when it should be building up? Natural play, we already have a natural play, which is the youth pop. So we don't want any more natural play. And I feel like it's racist because the location for a new playground is near the wealthy white neighborhood.
Hello everyone, my name is Peyton, and I've been part of Bayview's community for 5 years. Bayview is just right across from Brittingham Park, which there is a garden there that Freedom Inc. fought really hard for. There's a playground just right next to the garden. When Freedom Inc. finally had this community garden, I felt the healthiness increase. Seeing one progress already makes it feel good in our community. But getting rid of the playground is not okay, because my family and my community uses the playground in the garden. Because the elders use the garden and let the kids play at the garden, they have problems of sightseeing a distance across from the field. And it's hard for them to walk. So yes, it is a problem if you get rid of this playground. Because this playground is the way to connect with people. And also a garden is the way to connect with people in our community to help us grow and feel safe. And also, that means this is isolating the poor community. Also, if the playground is too old, then you can upgrade a new one and replace it. Don't put it into a new place, please. Don't get rid of this playground. Because it's not healthy if we don't have a playground or neither a garden. And it's also healthy for kids to play at a playground and feel safe in their neighborhood and community.